All right.
When the rain starts to fall, falling down from the sky, all you can do is sit and watch the rain falling down. When the rain starts to fall
All you Jesus lovers
from the sky,
that have been praying to Jesus for a long time and have not accomplished what you have been praying for, all I can say is a shame. It's a shame. You have been praying to get rid of your sickness, and you have not get better. The preacher pray and use oil to anoint your body, and you do not get better. You pray half yourself and you do not get better, but you have not tried anything of yourself. Use any medical herbs or herbal plant to get your physical body well and up again. It's a shame. If you're waiting to go to heaven, and that's the time you will get better when you go to heaven, it's still going to be a shame. Because all these things that we are talking about is created by the white man. Heaven, hell, earth, white man history. We already know that the black men do not speak English no place in the world in the past. English is not the language of the black man. It doesn't matter where the black man is. English is something that made up by the white people. If you do not know that, I cannot help you. Because some people you cannot help. It doesn't matter. It does not matter where they are and who they are. You just cannot help them. They sit into the seat of the scornful, and that's where they're going to be sitting for the rest of their life. It does not matter who they are. Some people is dead and they do not know that they're dead. So you call them walking dead. So when you see these walking dead, you have to be careful because they're dead people. And it seems like the black man is trying to be walking dead because the white man subdue his mind, his thought, and his idea. He cannot fend for himself because he have to be begging the white man and get permission from the white man to do what he want to do and what he permitted by nature to do. He have to get permission from the white man. The white man is the one that run everything upon the face of the earth. He's planting grain abundantly. How we get to plant grains abundantly? Because he took away the land from the black man. So he have dominion over the black man. And the black man does not have dominion over him. Because he do what he want with the black man whenever time he want. If he want to kill you, he do it. If he want to experiment on you, he do it. And there is no one, I'm going to repeat myself so you don't misunderstand or understand. There is no one can stop the white man from doing all his evil stuff against the black man. No place. The white man can do anything he want to do with the black man. And there is no one can stop him. Let's use the Chinese and let's use the Indian. They can't stop the white man from doing anything to the black man. And the black man can't stop the white man. And you're talking about the white man is a devil. For thousands of years, these black people saying the same bullshit. If you did not let the white man overpower you, you would not have this problem. But he gave you destruction, and he gave you false overstanding. You cannot overstand yourself. The black men were here before the white men. Everybody know that. But he came up with books and all that stuff and put stuff down on paper and tell you that's the way it is. And he's not the original. But people just want to talk bullshit all the time. And the Uncle Tom preachers is making it worse for the black people. Because they're going to this place called church with a book you call Bible, and the white man is the one that wrote the book you call the Bible. They are the one that take my grandfather's story and change it around. This story of my grandfather is not about God and not about Jesus, because those two words are not found in the African language. Those are European words, and my people cannot see. The story of the Bible is written in English. The story of the scroll, that they took the story from the scroll and turned it into Bible, that was written in Aramaic and later changed into Hebrew. Hebrew is a Semitic dialect spoken by the people called Abraham after the Babylonian captivity. And then they call it a holy language. But it derived from the Aramaic that Emperor Selassie spoke, or is still spoken today in Ethiopia. But also those people have the white icon of the Jesus in their dwelling and in their church. Look it up. So it seems like their mind is all messed up. They also have the white icon of this Jesus into their synagogue. So something got to be wrong. Something got to be wrong. We all know long time ago there's no white Virgin Mary. We know that. That's bullshit. But our people, the preachers, they still fool in the mind of the black people. So that's the plan that the white man had many years gone is to fool the mind of the black people. You know, when your mind have been fooled, you become fool person. That means you're a fool. You can't drive a car. You can't count. You can't plant grains. You don't know when to harvest the grain. You can't have a baby. That's you're a foolish person. And nature have no pleasure in food, because you can't do nothing of yourself. You only can listen, and when you listen, you do not understand what you heard. So you have to stay away from fool people. In the Highland they say fool people. They don't say a foolish person. They say fool. But when you becomes a foolish person, there's nothing you can do with that person. When you becomes a mad person, there's nothing you can do with that mad person. Something get into the brains and possess the brains, or you can say demon possess. So you have to be careful with those people. So the white man put foolishness into the mind of the black people. So we cannot do like them, because we are killing our people of ourselves, and they are killing our people. So the odds is against us. We are killing our people, and the white man is killing our people. Are you following me? So that means The race is decreasing. We can build the race up. It doesn't matter where you are. This hurt belongs to the black people. And the envy or the jealousy from the white man, he know that the hurt belongs to the black people. He know that. We are not guessing that the hurt belongs to us. We know that. And for those of us that do not know that, we can have pity on those. But the hurt belongs to the black man, with all its contents within it. And by our interference with the beast, we brought forth these white people into existence. And then the white men tell you that God made this and God made that. See? Before, we did not have that thought that God made this and God made that. Because we did not have the word God in Africa, as you call it, Africa. We don't have the word Jesus in Africa, as you call it, Africa. There is many words. The word Africa, we did not have that word in the motherland. The word Egypt, we did not have those words. The word Nigeria, we didn't have those words. Those are the white men words. The Europeans. You can look it up yourself. But people are afraid to look. And once you are afraid to look, you're not going to see what you should be seeing. Because the preachers are stopping you from looking. Because they are talking about Jesus. So therefore, in your subconscious mind, you can remove that from it. Three-quarters of the black people believe there's a man named Jesus. Three-quarters of them. They believe there's a man named Jesus. So how are you going to rewash their thought? It's not going to. I went to a friend's house and he got that white icon in his house. I said, why you have that in your house? And he was kind of surprised. He said he do not care what I said. He's not taking it down. So you can see that mind is a sick mind. He is black and he got a white icon over his dining room table. So the bastard gotta be sick. He's a sick bastard. And the man is blacker than me. He's black like a spade. And he had a white icon. I think some people love to have that in their dwelling. They do. They love to have that in their dwelling. They think it protects them and they have more power. To have a white icon in the house, it's like they have more respect. That's how sick they are. And many people cannot understand or understand. So what are you going to do with those people? What are you going to do with those people when the mind is sick? Do you know when you have a sore in your body? If the mind have a sore within it, it's the same. It's gonna be better. And the white man put a sore in the mind of the black people. I'm saying, don't take my word. Go any place in the world and look on the black people condition. Majority of the black men is in shanty town. Don't take my word. Just go and look. As I said, I travel and I did not pay to travel. I get paid to travel 24 hours a day. I am not bullshitting you. That's how I get to travel, and I get my experience on understanding of all these black people, how they live. They live in lapidated condition, 3/4 of them. And you can't redeem them because they do not have any land. And once you don't have any land, you can't do nothing. Because the government take up the land and call themselves government. So the squatters go there and live on the land and try to work the land, but sooner or later they have to get off the land because they do not have any papers to own the land. And they did that all over where the black people live. All over. You go to the Caribbean, they did the same thing. They call it squatters' land. So when the mind becomes sick, that's what's happened to our people. And we have a lot of sick mind right now. And the church is making the people mind sicker. As I said in Paul's program, they need to turn these church into schools. And teach our people the real thing. Teach the black people how our black people live in past time. And do not mention the word God and Jesus. Those are European words. They have no power within them. Those words cannot raise the dead from the grave. They are not magical words. So once you do not understood or overstood what I'm saying, you are going to waste time. And all we are doing is wasting time. Talking about the white man this and the white man that. They've been doing this and that for a long time. And you do not rectify his doing this and doing that. You can't rectify it. He's doing this and he's doing that towards our people. And nobody rectified that as yet. No one rectified. And we are more than numbers. But as I said, we have no guns. We have no ships, and we have no food. So you don't have none of those three things, you can't do nothing. You have no gun, you can't fight the white man. You don't have any food, you can't feed your people. They're going to be weak. You do not have any food, you're going to be weak, and you cannot fight. You don't have any land to plant the grains, you can't fight the white man. Because you have no land to plant the grains. And you cannot plant grains when the white man have all the grains. He's not going to give you the grains. He's not going to sell you the grains. So how are you going to fight the white man? How are you going to fight the white man when you don't have no guns to fight him with? And the preacher is telling you about the white man, how good the white man is. It does not make any sense because he's telling you about Jesus. Jesus is good. Jesus have not done anything for the black people. Show me one thing that Jesus done for the black people. Black people, show me one thing that Jesus done for you. You've been in slavery before you came to the Western world. The white man is in Africa slaving you before they know about the Western world. So tell me one thing Jesus done for you. Huh? This Jesus that you're talking about, I want you to show me one thing that he has done for you, because the herd were here before this Jesus was. Say for instance, there's a man named Jesus. The herd been here before him, and black men been here before him. Black men were living before this Jesus was born. What you don't understand? Why is it so hard for you not to understand? Huh? Black men been in Africa before this Jesus was born. Right? So no, the herd was here and everything were here before he was born. He have not made anything since he was born of himself. That you can say, hey, this is what Jesus made when he was born. No. So all this bullshit we're talking about is not helping our people. You know, helping our people. Our people need to have food, shelter, and our people doesn't have none of that. None of that our people have. But what I'm saying, if this preacher does not change their ways, if these preachers do not change their ways, things are going to be worse. Because they're not talking about nothing. They are talking about the white people, how good the white people are. Go to church on Sundays. Or go to church anytime they have service. And see who they're talking about. Don't take my word. See who they're talking about. They're talking about white people. how good they are. They're talking about God and they're talking about Jesus. So God is the father of Jesus. And Jesus is a white man. So Jesus is a white man. You have to understood. That's what they're talking about. And I'm saying it again and again and again. Something is wrong with our people. Some sickness are in the mind of our people. And that sickness is not going to go away unless they stop talking about Jesus. That sickness will not go away that sickness will not go away until they stop talking about Jesus. And I don't want you to believe me. I just want you to listen to what I'm saying. The sickness of the black man is not going to go away until they stop speak about this Jesus. Because the representation of Jesus is a white man. I don't care how much you said he's not white. You have to you need to prove it by telling me that he's not, and no one is doing that. No one is not doing that. No one is not doing that. And that's what's happened. As I said, you need to wake up, black man. Wake up. If you don't wake up, sudden destruction, and it's coming pretty soon. Peace. I'm out of here. Respect.